From the beginning, there was a promise, a seed that would restore what was stolen. But the enemy tried to corrupt the seed. Mankind waited for the one who was spoken. The blood paid the price of redemption.
In the garden walked a whisper, not just crawling but speaking lies, not castrating truth for slander, not just fruit beneath the branches, but a war beneath the skin. For the seed would carry kingdoms and the battle would begin.
Oh, corrupted seed, something broken underneath. But heaven spoke before the fall, a promise through eternity.
The woman's seed will rise, the serpent's head will bleed.
What was fractured in the garden will bow before the King. Then the heavens bent toward earth, lines were crossed that should not be, watchers falling from their stations, riding shadows in the sea. Giants walked in pride and violence, men of name and ancient fame, Gibeon and rising kingdoms, earth forgetting heaven's name. This wasn't just history, this was a war over identity, over blood, over promise, over over you.
Then a hunter rose in power, built his throne against the sky. Nimrod crowned himself a ruler, lifting Babel far and high. Not just king, but self-exalted, shaping man in his design. From the dust he made a kingdom, trying to rewrite the line.
Nations in rebellion, Bashan echoed iron giants, oaks sat high in shadowed land. Philistines defied the covenant, weapons forged in hardened hands. Phoenician ships carried idols, trading gods across the sea. But a people marked by promise still held on to destiny.
Oh, corrupted seed, still crying from beneath, but heaven never lost the thread of covenant and prophecy. The woman's seed will rise, the serpent's head will bleed.
What was stolen in the garden will bow before the King.
They surrounded him in darkness, bulls of Bashan closing in, pierced his hands and cast his garments, mocked the weight he carried in.
Why forsaken fill the heavens, yet the story wasn't done. For the suffering was victory, and the battle had begun. Who believe what God revealed, turned to root in barren ground. Wounded for our transgressions, bearing every broken sound.
Like laws
lost sheep, we wandered far, every man his separate way. But the weight of all our iniquity on the Lamb of God was laid.
The Word made flesh and dwelt among us. Full of grace and truth He came. God in man, the perfect offering. Love poured out in human frame. He laid His life down willingly, and to death to break its claim. But the grave could not contain Him. When He rose, He crushed the snake. He sits in heaven laughing. Kings of earth will fade away. With a rod of iron He rules. Every throne will bow one day. Kiss the Son and find your refuge. Blessed are all who trust His name. From the garden to the nations, Yahshua